I have absolutely no love for the program or school. Like, that is something that's been made apparent. But I wouldn't say it's a failure of the season if they lose to Georgia. It's if you expect them to win, if you expect them to win a national championship, then it is. But I don't expect them to beat Georgia.
But Spenny, see, here's the thing, and my problem is with that line, right? It's so Michigan. It's so Michigan fan to say, well, it's a failure if they beat TCU, but not if they lose to Georgia. Yeah. You know what? Expect to win, Sam Flannel. Like, you made it to the playoff last year. You did something you haven't done since before Tom Brady entered the NFL and won in Columbus. Like, no, you don't get that, Sam Flannel. You're playing for this is for everything now. And you're there, and you're in the water.
Yeah, we're in the water, and Michigan has a very, very good chance of winning the national championship. My thing is, you can't act like they haven't made significant improvements these last 2 years. You're talking about us Michigan fans like it's still 2018 or 2019 when they lost every
That's the way you're acting.
No, we're not acting
yes,
like
you are.
that.
Oh, I'd give anything to be in the playoff.
No. Back then, we lost every single big game that we ever played in. Lost to Ohio State every single year. Lost to Michigan State sometimes when we had no business losing to Michigan State. Now you're
2-2 in your last 4 big games.
Michigan has made improvements as a program. You've even admitted it. Like last year, they beat Ohio State for the first time in 10 years. They made the college football playoff. That was a progression. This year, undefeated, beat all of our rivals, won Columbus for the first time since 2000.
Now you got to validate it, though.
You don't have to validate it.
Yes, you do. Because all of this that Michigan's done right now is all Big Ten centric.
Sam,
it's all Big Ten.
Your validation puts you down the road. Right, your validation, and I will accept it that you win a playoff game because you didn't do it. You got trucked last time. So this game, to me, is actually the most important game. You know, they did what they needed to do, and I don't forget Purdue, but we saw what happened in championship games across the country. But Michigan took care of business. To me, it validates progression when they win a playoff game. If they can win a natty, which I think they have as great a chance as they've had with the team that they have, right, then you're all for it, and then they go to a next level. But to say that it's not successful, but if they lose to TCU, if they lose to TCU, then you can say
everything they've done, everything that you're celebrating right now is all Big Ten centric. It's just Big Ten stuff. I'm sorry that I expect you to be great.
But you got to own the Big Ten first because you haven't owned it. Right now is the first time you're right. So now,
but what does that get you if you don't cash it in? What does it get you?
Well,
they cashed it in. The national perception.
They cashed it into a game that they get the opportunity to win a playoff game, which they haven't done.
The national perception will remain the same.
When Michigan State went to the Final Four, that season ended in failure. I think it can be both because I was still happy for the season. I was happy for them getting there, but it was ultimately a failure because it ended in failure because they got there and they couldn't cash it in. It felt good to be there, but when you're there, you want to win, and if you don't, that is a failure.